Hey everybody, I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
Today we're checking out Get On Board New York and London.
Really cool. By Yellow.
Yes.
So this game plays 2 to 5 players and plays, according to the box, in about 30 minutes. So this plays quite similarly to Get On Board Roma and London. Roma and Paris.
Roma and Paris, which
Yes.
we have streamed before, so you can check out that video. This actually came first.
Wow.
But you know what came first? Let's Make a Bus Route, which
Yes.
was then
now
transformed into Get On Board, which I'm very excited for because I know it was hard to acquire Let's Make a Bus Route. So the fact that it's available for everybody to now play either on Board Game Arena or to pick up a copy and play with, at your game night or whatever, that's good. I'm happy that it's available.
Yeah. So this game was sent to us by Danny at Flat River Group. So thanks to Danny for sending this to us, but she didn't give it to us in exchange for this video. She gave it to us because she knows we like to play all the games. So let's go ahead and take a look at this game while I teach you all the rules. So you must play this on the New York side if you're playing with 2 or 3 players. If you are playing it with 4 or 5 players, you must play on the London side of the map. However, the gameplay is quite similar on both sides. So, each player is going to take a color, all 32 of the route markers, and the departure token. However, if you are from the Northeast, then you will take your 32 route markers. So
that's right.
Take a player sheet and a pencil. There is a pad of sheets available, and the game does come with pencils. I'm going to use a pen, as I usually do, and then I'll usually make some kind of horrible mistake. So, just like in Get On Board Paris and Rome, you have 12 rounds to build the best bus line in town. So we're going to shuffle up all of the common objective cards. We're going to place them on these 2 spaces, yellow side up. We're going to take the either the New York or London travel guide cards, shuffle up all 5 of them, deal 1 to each player. The rest go to the box. These will show the 3 places where you want your line to go through. All of the numbers are on there only to let you know where all of the places are on the map and serve no other purpose. So you take all of the 12 bus ticket cards on the London side, or cards 1 through 6 if you're playing on the New York side, and deal 2 to each player face down. And once everyone has a card in front of them, reveal, and you're going to place your departure pawn on the traffic light in the intersection whose number is shown on the bus ticket you chose. I did not take the time to separate them out, so let me know if you got numbers
I need a different one.
1 through 6.
Okay, I have 2 that I can pick from.
So, yeah, the 1 through 6, those are those numbers on here that are on your travel guide. You don't have to go to those numbers. However, those are where you're starting from. So keep that in mind. I don't like either of these.
That's where I'm starting.
Yeah. Looking and seeing what is out there. Looking at these, we're trying to find 5 grannies and these 3
5 times.
So yeah, that's what we always say. We always say running over granny, because I mean you are picking up grannies in your bus, but we always say, yeah, the bus runs over granny.
Poor granny. 10 points.
Poor granny. So those are here and here and here and here.
Yeah, there's 4 spots.
4. Well, that's going to factor into my decision.
For sure, for sure.
Nope, don't like it.
Nope. I like it.
Nope, don't like it.
Okay.
All right, if I do that, maybe I can do that.
Great.
All right. I'm starting here with a 3.
Yep. I started on the 6.
All right. You will place this on your number because that is where you're starting, and that still counts as a traffic light.
Mm.
So you've got yours on the 6.
Yep.
No, Steph.
Why?
Reasons. I'm going to shuffle these back again, and these are going to be drawn out one at a time. So the oldest player is the first inspector, puts the inspector pawn in front of themselves, and the inspector pawn shows who goes first, followed by everyone else going clockwise. So what you're going to do on your turn, we are going to draw one of these bus tickets, and then you are going to draw your route based on the ticket that was drawn. If you will notice on my top of my paper, if we draw a 1 or a 7, then I am going to draw 3 segments with 2 90-degree turns within the 3 segments. If we have a 2 or an 8, I'm drawing 2 segments. They must be straight. A 3 or a 9, I'm drawing 2 segments. They must have one 90-degree bend in the middle.
So you're not actually drawing, you're placing.
Well,
yeah.
You must place your line. So yes.
Yeah.
4 or 10, hey, I've got a little bit of flexibility. I can do whatever I want with my 2 segments. 5 or 11, 1 segment. 6 or 12, 3 straight segments. Now, you might say, well, that's going to be boring if everyone's doing the same thing. Oh, Steph's is completely different.
Yeah.
Her triple straight stretch are the 5 and 11 the 5 and 11 cards, not the 6 and 12 cards.
Yeah, so it's different.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So, starting from your traffic light, you are going to place your segments using your route tokens or your route tokens. And then for every place that you go past in order, you are going to mark the appropriate boxes on your score sheet, much like you do on all of the other get on board type games. So, now, we're going to start with whoever has the inspector token because the player turn order slightly matters with regards to what is called traffic, and I will explain that in a little bit. So, whenever you are placing your lines, let's say I had the 6 and 12, I have to draw 3 straight lines. I can go up, over, or down 3 spaces. So if I were to go down 3, I could do something like this. And then I would mark one of the guys on my sheet and then go through the traffic light and then mark off the landmark where that guy wants to visit. As you can see, it's on that same part. If I didn't want to go to this landmark, which obviously I would, but let's say that for some reason I wanted to hit the granny first and I wanted to deviate from that path, I can do so. Every time that you deviate from that path, you are going to incur some sort of penalty. As you see, turning a straight line into a 90-degree curve, or vice versa, you're going to mark through one of these dots. And every time that you mark a dot, you're going to earn -1 or -2 or -3 points cumulative. And once you've marked off 5 of those, you can no longer mark any of those boxes.
Right out. I usually mark like 4 of those. But I usually lose.
Now, keep in mind, you want to do a couple of things. Number 1, you want to avoid traffic. And what I mean by that is you do not want your route to go on top of anything that has an opponent's route marker or one of the spaces on the New York map that are always covered in traffic. All of those dark lines, they are traffic. So
I can confirm Times Square is always very busy.
So if I do something like this, I have one traffic right here. And that means that I'm going to have to mark off one of the spaces on the traffic area down here, starting with the first bus and going onwards. First bus is free, But as I move along, I'm going to start getting -1s as I go. Don't do that a lot because they will add up. Now, when Steph comes along behind, if she were to come up like this and she were to duplicate on top of my line, that is also 1 traffic. And even worse, here, it's 2 traffic, 1 for my piece and 1 for the traffic that's on the board. Then if another player were to come along behind later, if we had a third player playing, they would mark off 3 traffic, 1 for me, 1 for Steph, and 1 for the board. Probably best to go around that traffic jam.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah, what did you think different?
It's just like 1 traffic, but I could be wrong.
Well,
it's been a minute.
Let me double check, because whenever we were doing you wanted them to be together on the other map.
Commuting, you add it cumulatively. I don't remember if you add the traffic like that as well.
Every time your route goes through a road with 1 or more other markers.
Okay, so it is just 1.
It is just 1. My mistake.
No, that's fine.
And maybe that's why I lost the last game. Because I treated it the way that
because you
that Rome did.
1 first.
Scratch that. Modify it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
1 mark for each time you go into any traffic.
Number of traffic.
All right, that clears that up.
It's better than what you think. So
yes. If your route for the current round ends at a green light, which clearly wouldn't happen on any of my scenarios with a triple.
No, I was trying to find one, but no.
You can place an additional marker to extend your route, following normal rules. So keep that in mind. If you run out of markers, use a suitable substitute. These are indeed considered green lights. They're just covering up the green light. So, we do have our other player colors that we could use. Yeah. So the last thing that you need to know is that you cannot ever double back on your line, even to touch it a little bit. Like, for instance, if I do this and then go sideways and then go sideways and then up here, and then I want to go over and I want to touch that granny spot again, I have doubled backed on myself. I cannot do that. Nor could I cannot touch it to go, even if I'm not going to totally touch it, it counts as touching the intersection on that space. And you definitely can't loop back on itself to go through in a manner like this. That's right out. You have ended your game prematurely, is what that does. So, for each passenger or place you reach with your markers during this phase, you get to apply effects as your passengers board and depart your bus. For grannies, it's easy. Just mark off the top space on the granny space on the player sheet. If you've already marked them off, nothing happens. Hey, if for some reason you complete one of these goals, for example, once you've marked off your 5th granny, you say, hey, I've got 5 grannies, and you get 10 points. And then everyone else from then on can get only 6 points. So that's how those scoring conditions, the shared scoring conditions work. You'll always have 2 per game. So whenever you have a student, you cross off one of the students on your sheet. If all the spaces are crossed off, and this holds true for everything, if all the spaces are already crossed off, nothing happens. Now, notice that the 3 students in the bottom row can only be crossed off with a bonus that offers internships to certain students. You'll see the little symbol down there. I'm not sure where those are, Steph. Those are offered on the on the bottom here. You'll see some of the spots on the businessman. You'll see that there. Yeah. I'll talk about that here in a second. So, whenever you reach a university, you're going to cross off one of the universities. At the end of the game, you're going to multiply students times universities to get a final score. Whenever you reach a businessman or a traveler, You're going to cross off the space that's furthest left in the top row that does not have a parked bus, meaning there is no number in the parked bus spot at the end of the row. If for some reason you've already marked off all the ones in your current row, then nothing happens. Or if all the rows have parked buses, nothing happens. So each of these will key off of different things. This guy wants a skyscraper. This guy wants to see different sorts of landmarks. I guess the light landmarks and the dark landmarks. So light blue and dark blue. What you're going to do is whenever you reach one of those spaces, you are going to look at the last one of those businessmen or tourists, depending on which space that you ended up at. You're going to check the points at the bottom of that column. In addition, you're going to get that bonus passenger. So in order to get as many students as possible, you need to have as many businessmen on the far column as possible. But if you're okay with just taking grannies or what is that second one there?
Tourist.
Extra tourists, then fine, you can take lesser numbers and you will be just fine with that. You're going to put that number into the parked bus space on your sheet. Scribble out any in the row that were not already crossed off whenever you have that parked bus happen. But if you hadn't crossed off any at all, like if my first thing is visiting a skyscraper or a landmark, then I don't scribble off anything. Nothing happens at all. You either score something or you don't score anything and don't mark off a bus.
Right.
So you'll never put a 0 in the parked bus space. It'll either be a 2, 4, or 6.
Yeah.
So, anything else that I've missed on this? So you've got your spaces with your objectives here. And if you manage to go through or reach all 3 of your spots on your travel guide, then you will get a bonus of 10 points. If you did not, you get nothing. And subtract off your traffic. Steph, what you...
Well, I just wanted to make sure you understood the star.
I understood the star.
So for the tourist.
Oh, on each map, there are 4 places, one of each type. A starred university, a starred skyscraper, and 2 starred monuments right here that represent famous sightseeing spots. Those have a large name with stars and a colored background. When you reach one of those places, write the number of passengers of that color that you've already crossed off in that starred space. So once you reach the Columbia University and you've marked off 6 students, you're going to put a 6 in that spot. So that's going to give you a little bit extra.
If at least you go straight up to it, you'll have at least 2.
That's correct.
So not terrible.
All right. I know where I need to go.
Did we shuffle those?
I did.
Nice.
I'm going to put those right here where they go. Let's go. How about bus ticket number 10? Bus ticket number 10.
Boo.
No boo for me. I'm going to go through this student and hit this traffic light, which, hey, I get a bonus. Yay.
I'll take a student.
Fortunately, I go through one of these. Unfortunately, I am.
You still check it, though, because it counts towards this. So.
You didn't let me finish. Fortunately, I hit this. Unfortunately, I have 1 passenger.
Well, it's something.
You say it still does something. You know what it does? It gives me 2 points instead of 0.
Yeah, it's good.
It could be better because
reasons.
Because I could have had more, but I need to go here.
Yeah. I thought it was good. It's better than getting no points.
It's with no points. With no points, you don't scribble off the other 3.
I I get you. I understand.
Sometimes I like 0 better than 2. Because I could get 4 or 5 or 9 or 14.
Okay.
That's even better.
10 is done.
Yes, and you can mark that off up here to keep track. How about number 5?
No. I'm going to take a hit, a -1, so I can bend the curve.
I don't have a curve to bend.
Ding, dong, ding. All right, I visit this location with no tourists.
You almost double backed on yourself.
I go to school, and I pick up Granny.
So this is supposed to go back and forth each time. I always forget. To do it. So I'm going to be even numbered, odd number rounds. She's going to be even number rounds. In case we forget to do it, because you know what? I'm going to forget to do it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
How about number 9?
Number 9.
I get 2 with a rat.
That's a wrap.
Do I take 2 dudes? I can either take 2 dudes or I can take 2 granny. Two dudes or a dude and a tourist. I don't want to give up all those grannies.
It is a goal.
All right, I'm going up and then over. So I get 1 businessman, 1 tourist.
I just go straight up.
And then you.
I get this guy, and I get another school.
All right, that's 3 of 12 rounds. How about number 6? Number 6. Oh, I got a triple straight.
Oh, this. Ding dong ding.
Rich is dead.
That's fine.
Wicked rich.
Granny, traffic, student, business guy. Business guy, student, granny, traffic.
Whoa. Granny traffic.
I mean, yeah. That's what happened.
Do I bend my route?
Oh no. I did it wrong.
Oh no, what?
I did it wrong. Who needs a goal anyway?
I mean, goals.
Mistakes have been made. Doing other things at this point, I guess.
So I am going to go to the student, take a traffic. Go to the guy, take a traffic. Bend my route, take an extra. So bending my route. I had a triple straight to do. So I get a student and a business dude and my first granny.
Yep.
Me! Because we've had 4 rounds. Yes, that is correct. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, I need to mark off 2 traffics too. Number 12. No!
Didn't want that.
I didn't either. I'm going to mark off 2 traffics. All right, here goes my 3. Well,
I don't like it.
that is a university. So I get a tourist spot, and I've got 1 tourist again. Scribble, 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 scribble. I get a businessman, and I get an university.
I guess I'll do that.
Businessman, university.
Ending at the light and going up. So I get this guy.
You trafficked did.
I know. Granny. And
Student.
Student. And traffic.
All right, number 2. Hope you like it.
2. Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo.
Should get that. Ba-dee-ba-doo.
Ba-dee-ba-doo, ba-ba-dee-ba-da-die.
Oh, I do need a purple dude, so I'll just keep hitting traffic.
Keep hitting traffic.
Oh, I get 2 points for parking my bus.
Whoa.
I get to pick up the commuter. Okay.
All right. Hitting the light and then taking a left or a right.
Can you like get out of my neighborhood?
Nope.
You couldn't like come up and down.
I mean, I was sad you were starting off here. I knew for sure you were gonna like do all sorts of painting over here, but no, you went right around your little drain here.
Yeah, you gotta skirt the block first.
I see that.
All right.
So I've got an issue here.
You gotta get a tissue.
No, I've got to get rid of my businessman here.
Yeah, me too.
And I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go down for the granny. So I get a dude and a granny, a tourist and a granny.
Yep.
Okay, I did it.
Okay, you.
Me. Number 8. No, I was expecting, but I'll take it. That gives me, yes, my skyscraper, which is why I diverted to begin with, which gives me a student and granny time. I like granny time.
I just hit traffic that is in your way.
No.
I have no choice. It's where I gotta go.
That's where you gotta go. Oh, you know what? I should have marked one of these students down here. So I'm just going to mark off the dude on that student. Because technically that was the student I picked up. Because I've only got 2 students. This one and the bonus one.
Right.
All right. You. Hey, how about ticket 1? You haven't seen that yet.
Nope. I needed that last time. Really?
Yep.
All right, there we go, straight up.
Woo!
I dropped these guys off for 6 points and a student.
It was good.
And I get Granny.
Whoa.
Picked her up.
Get Granny.
Who needs to do goals anyway?
Exactly. All right. I'm getting there. Want to make sure I can actually get to my last
He's
stop.
Getting there.
My last stop is not going to be easy to get to if I do what I'm about to do.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left. It's going to be tough. It's gonna be tough.
We only have 4 cards left.
That's about it.
That's about the size of it. So I think I've left too many grannies behind.
Leave no granny behind.
Because to get it, I'd have to hit both these grannies.
Because you need 2 more?
Yeah, I've hit 3 grannies. I need 2 more grannies, and there are 3 I didn't hit down here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can also get a granny by dropping a commuter off.
By dropping off a business dude.
That's what I mean. Yeah, commuter.
However, I've got to get to them.
not saying it's doable. I'm just saying it's another option.
It is another option. It is another option. So if I go around like that, I'm going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to be 7 away from where I need to get. 3, 5, 7. I have 8 links. Could do it. I could do it. I could do it.
You can. I know it.
Not likely, but I could do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Stopping at the traffic light, moving 1 extra. So that is going to give me a college, a student, a business dude.
I need to go to the Guggenheim. Don't want to go to the Guggenheim.
Ready?
But I need to.
7. No.
Is this me?
That's what's going to kill me.
Wait, is this me?
Me, because we are on a odd number turn. It's me, you at the end. Is that acceptable to you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Either way, I have to take a hit.
All right, I don't have to take a hit. Office gives me Granny. You know what else gives me Granny? Granny gives me Granny.
Ah, that's nice.
That gives me 10 pointers. Oops, put it on the wrong column, but I know which one it is. Here we go. Do it like that. And then traffic light, which then takes me over to dude.
Mm-hmm. All right. You flip over Granny's card.
Yes.
And the other one, too.
Because you got it?
Yeah.
Boo. I was going to hit it next turn.
I only have 2 dudes. So I get
I'm only going to have 1 dude going in there, so.
2.
And
Stu don't. Okay. Flip or doozy. Give me 3 across. Let's go.
3.
2 across.
Bendy time.
2 across.
Looks like I'm going to the Guggenheim. Taking my traffic.
Got nobody to drop off. Boy. Pick up grandma. It's a turn too late. Don't wait. I'll be too late. Just not hitting any of the lights. Just hitting all traffic. No lights.
All traffic, no lights.
All right, so I did 10 and 6 for the goals.
I also got 10 and 6 for the goals.
More traffic. Great. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Bus ticket 11.
No.
Must I take? Must I take the extra space?
Yeah. Or you take a bend.
I can do it that way. It gives me a dude that I don't need, but I will take a bend next time.
I'm taking a bend this time.
I don't have to take a bend next time.
Even more traffic. I made it!
Yay!
I've delivered.
Oh, I forgot when I hit the Guggenheim, I get my bonus points for that.
Yeah.
Wow, which colleges? I didn't hit the 2 colleges down here. That's
You
what
hit traffic. Blah.
All right, everybody knows what this last one is. Number 4, which is a 2 spot. I'm taking these 2.
That guy's gonna do nothing for me, but I've got one choice. Boo. I so lost. There's so many minuses.
I only got 8.
8 points
on my students. Yeah. Oops, I got 9 on that. I did get my route. My route was L G B all the way across the board. Is that your route?
Yeah, and I even decided when I was at this point, I'm like, I wonder if I should just go take this guy, and I didn't even remember I had N.
Oh my goodness!
Forgot.
Stephanie.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
That's gonna kill you.
That's gonna kill me. Oh, do I get half points for this guy not delivered?
Oh, I forgot to mention. I don't remember.
I know in Roma you do.
In Roma you do.
I don't remember in this though.
I'm gonna check. End of the game. Buses that did not park gain half the points.
Okay, so I get something.
You're correct. My traffic jams, -1. How many's your traffic jam? -27?
-3.
Wow, it's not as bad as I expected.
Yeah, you get a good period of like every other, and then it goes to every.
That's what I scored the last game.
This is way better than any other score I've ever had, so there's that. So 36.
Last 3 scores we've had have been this. 63. That's what we just had on our last game we played. 59-63.
Great. But to be fair, it's way better than my other score.
My last score was 47. No, your last score was 47. I've got your old score sheet.
I'm like,
what's mine? Oh, my last one was 52. That was poor.
Oh, wasn't?
So yeah, I got next to nothing from this guy, but I ended up getting an extra granny from this, and that's an extra 3 points.
Well, yeah.
So that's not bad. So even though I only got 10 points there, I just got 12 for grannies, and that's like boom.
That's the best I've done on students. I'm like, I'm gonna get all the students, and then I didn't even come close to it.
You are big with the student university thing, and
not always. Sometimes
I can never get them just right.
Look how I did. I got 24 points.
You did really good.
Delivered to wherever this is. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing. So
I gave you 7 more points.
Yeah.
That was super good.
I'm like, you really have to take the green lights when you can get them.
Yeah,
and I should have done more.
I totally took the green light.
I should have done more of that
because I ran out of route tokens. Out of the see, look, that's 2 route tokens up here in the corner. You see where I did diagonal? It's like both of those roads because I ran out of route tokens. Yeah.
I got you. We could have taken out more.
We could have, but there was no reason to for one road.
No. So good job on that. I had 4 left over. That means I did not do enough green lights.
You need more green lights.
So the way that they do it in Roma,
it's different in Roma.
Yeah, because you are limited to yours, but you can only ever get the amount that they provide. So you can't possibly get more than that. So it's a little different. I mean, while the games are very similar, they offer different like style of play.
Yes, I agree.
So I definitely think they're both worth checking out.
Yeah.
And I really like it anyway. I think it's a good game. You can play this on Board Game Arena.
Oh, there you go. Even more reason to check it out.
I think everybody should.
So I think y'all should get on board New York and London from Yellow.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this, do it. If you enjoyed this teach and playthrough and you want more just like it, check out our YouTube channel at Board Gamer Steph. Or if you want to join in the chat and watch everything live and get all the behind the scenes talk, then you can join us on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central, where we stream through 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we play
all the games. And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.
Beep, beep.